I don't even know where to start. But the community has been asking Brawlhalla to make some changes, right? To add some more features, to make some improvements, and Brawlhalla has been listening. But there's been some discourse on the effort that's being put into some of the features and the final product that's being announced to the public. Let's talk about it. So Multiverses is making their return May 28th, and this has sparked a discussion on what this means for other platform fighting games. Like these kind of tweets.
Conversations people aren't ready to have. Platform Fighters Edition.
And since we're talking about platform fighting games, you know Brawlhalla was brought up in the conversation. Responses like this.
Brawlhalla gets written off because of its art style and how relatively floaty it is compared to Smash. With mechanics like dash landing and knowing how fast falls work, the diversity in how different weapons play, a lot of people are missing out.
And yeah, I've definitely seen responses like this before, where people are saying that a lot of people are not giving Brawlhalla a chance.
Do it! Just do it!
But I've also seen people say, well, Brawlhalla needs to do more. And that's where this big controversy started. Brawlhalla Twitter is in shambles right now, and that's me putting it in a nice way.
Damn!
So from what I've seen, it started from this tweet.
Does anyone else feel as if Brawlhalla shows bare minimum or no effort when it comes to anything? This relatively small game has a dev studio that already feels so corporate. Can't really feel the love given by games with similar sized dev studios.
Before I go on, bro, when I read that, I was like, oh shit, something's about to go down.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Quick question for all the Brawlhalla players. Who do you think was the first person to respond to that tweet? Was your answer Swerve?
Nah, Brawlhalla has improved a lot in the last 2 years. Constructive criticism is okay, but I keep seeing so much senseless hate for every little thing. The devs care and they're learning and improving. This is not me just having a partnered creator take, it's what I genuinely think.
And I personally can understand where he's coming from, because he genuinely does love the game. And when you love something and you see people bashing it or talking negatively about it, of course you're going to want to defend it. And I think everyone can understand that. So I'm not going to show all the conversations that this started, because then the video would be an hour, but I am going to highlight some popular responses from some Brawlhalla players and Brawlhalla partners. And then I'm going to give my opinion and what I think the solution could be.
Don't take me as ungrateful, but I'm just saying, gold isn't just yellow.
Imagine grinding Brawlhalla for a couple years, finally getting level 100 on your favorite legend, just for the name to become P-colored.
Yeah, epic cutscenes, bro. As someone who spent 3 years being one of Brawlhalla's biggest critics on Twitter, you're all spoiled, ungrateful little children who frankly don't deserve the amount of love and care that the devs put into this game and community. If you're that unhappy, leave. It's that simple.
The new cutscenes look like one person went crazy with the updated render tool for a few hours and then animated in PowerPoint. Another old Flash game, Adventure Quest, had higher quality cutscenes than this 20 years ago. I'm sorry, but these just look terrible.
So the first thing I'm going to say is that I know that some of the people who are making comments about this are very young, so I am going to take that into account. Most of the comments are constructive criticism, but I've seen comments where people are directly insulting the devs and Brawlhalla.
It's just not funny or cool.
We have to remember that this is someone's art, this is someone's craft, right? So if you want someone to change something in your favor, it might not be a good idea to directly insult them publicly.
I definitely wouldn't encourage it.
I know it's frustrating, but to call someone lazy, it's kind of harsh, right? Because we don't know their lives. I mean, it's 2024. You can educate yourself and search online how to speak to people in a way that's conducive to everyone. And for the Brawlhalla partners, oh, how I love you so. But it's kind of starting to feel like Brawlhalla players against Brawlhalla partners. And I don't think anyone wants that. We have to come together as a community because we all want the same thing, for the game that we love to succeed. And that means supporting each other, lending out a helping hand. And no, I don't mean only to your friends. The whole idea of, oh, if you don't like something about the game, you can leave, is not how we want to handle this situation.
Stop it.
Everyone in the community makes an impact on the game, whether you like it or not. If everyone on Twitter decided to stop playing the game, that would make an effect on Brawlhalla. So we don't want to push people away or make them feel like their feelings don't matter. We can all come together as a community.
I won!
And yeah, I know I sound mushy, but I've seen other communities do it and they prosper. Stop looking down on people. Stop with the snarky remarks. Stop being passive aggressive. We're all human, we're all trying to navigate this thing called life. I want people to search up the game and actually see things that make them want to play it, instead of the latest drama and people laughing at people's pain. I want to be proud of the community that I'm making great content for. And I want to interact with people who I know are decent and not monsters. Things can change for the better, but it's really up to us.